Hello everyone, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. Today I am on the public test server. This is patch 6.0.0 and it is the first week of testing for the upcoming Greymoor Chapter. The patch notes for this are quite extensive and I've been playing a little bit. I'm having a little bit of trouble also getting kicked out of the zone and going back to the character select screen. So let's hope we can get through this video in one piece. There's a lot of changes coming up. There's a lot of new things as well. And so today I'm going to talk about the upcoming Antiquity system. So this is going to be a new skill line, actually two new skill lines, and a antiquarian eye tool in which you can use to uncover new furnishings, equipment, amount, and so forth. There's quite a list of items that you can find doing this activity. But to get started, you have to have the chapter, and you need to come to Solitude. Solitude is where we begin. This is the Western Skyrim map, and it is quite large. I think I've been around over in here pretty much for the last yesterday and some today as well. So I have not been anywhere else around out here. Been playing with some other new things like the revamped vampire skill and so forth. As usual with public test server testing and videos, I prefer not to talk about item set changes or combat changes until maybe, if I'm going to talk about them at all, I will talk about them the last week before the chapter goes live, because right now we're in testing and the first week is when we really get people out here to really fine-tune some of those skills. They might change what they've decided to do and so forth. So for me, there's just no point in getting all hyper or upset about any of the changes. However, that said, I will go over the new vampire skill line, and there's a new vampire starting tutorial and so forth. So I think some of it is pretty neat and some of it might, I mean, I don't regularly play the vampire, so I can't talk about whether or not the combat's good or not. There's some very unique functions now to make the vampire feel a little bit more unique. But today I'm going to talk about the Antiquity system. So let's get started. So the first way shrine in Western Skyrim that you will come to is Solitude. You can get to the Solitude way shrine if you have the chapter from any other way shrine in Tamriel. And once you do that, you would come up this road and enter the town of Solitude. It's a very small, compact little town. There is a new home here, but we will also go over the new homes later, because right now on the public test server the homes don't have all of their textures, so it wouldn't be fair to show them off if there's something wrong with them. So you come into town, you pass the horse, you pass all the merchants and the services, and come through under this overpass here and past the way shrine and down this road. You probably come down here, and what you want to find is actually not the Bard's College, and this is actually very cool that there is a Bard's College here, but right next to here it has no name, right? But it definitely should, and I hope they do add the icon, because this is just a little town. So there's the Bard's College there, then there's this sort of nondescript home here, or building, And what this is the antiquarian circles. Come in here.
Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability.
You'll pick up a quest.
Welcome to the circle, Antiquarian.
Okay, so we get our first skill line here called Scrying, which is really awesome. We are a mage, this character. Then we get the object. Allows you to scry for antiquities. When used within a dig site, indicates the direction to the nearest possible antiquity location. Obtained by completing the quest, the Antiquarian Circle in West Island. Okay.
Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabriel Benale. I can provide some scholarly advice, but when it comes to using the Antiquarian's eye itself, you'll find no better teacher than Gabrielle.
All right, so we also picked up the skill line excavation. So yes, we're gonna need more skill points. So I have had a peek at this. I know that it's kind of like a puzzle. We're gonna be using these two skill lines. I think 9. So I'd say maybe 9 or 10 levels this. In your quest journal, hit J. Close this down. If you hit J, you'll see a new bar up here. So you have achievements, leaderboards, almanac, quests, and you now have an Antiquities journal. So our first one, we have all kinds of areas where you find them. Our first one is the Gabrielle's bottle of proving. So let's scry for that.
Well done. Now fix your eyes on the center and the corners of the lens. Then turn your focus inward toward the facets in the glass. Concentrate, and the facets should merge. Unifying the lens into a single pattern will perfectly attune the eye, but you only need to reach the foci to gain a rough idea of the object's location. If you lose your focus, just try again.
Hey, interesting. So you get a turn. So this adds selected contiguous group of facets to your area of control. Oh, we found. Okay, so we start from the bottom, and you have to start making your way up here.
Good. Now we just need to make our way to the location the eye provided. I'll meet you in the courtyard.
Okay, so we had a little visual issue. If you do have an issue, you don't see a dig site, you have to relog. So once you do, you'll see this little pile of dirt with very obvious stuff flowing around it. So we're going to start the digging, and this is going to be a puzzle. Find and dig up an antiquity. So we have a hand brush, and we have indicates how near the antiquity is due to selected location. So we use our tool. So red, I think, is bad. Our brush in here. Found something. Yes. This to help us find things? No. You're right at the bottom of the pit, so let's use our brush. Oh look, we found some other stuff. So it looks like we found some things. We found our target and we found an extra. Okay, so here are the patch notes for this Antiquity system. So let's talk about the leads. After you finished with your introductory course in how to be an antiquarian scryer, you're going to want to find leads. Leads can be found in a wide variety of ways and places throughout the world. So, she's just explained how that works. Some leads may require you to have done other tasks before you can obtain them, like exploring a zone, completing a quest, or digging up other antiquities. Leads can expire 30 days after you obtain them. Of course, you can always obtain them again. Leads can be found almost anywhere from any activity. So it just says, when in doubt, poke around and explore. So pretty much everywhere. You might find leads on bosses or in treasure chests, pickpocketing, so forth. Scrying and excavating, the Antiquarian's Eye. So you've got the lead. You'll learn about the antiquity enough to scry it. You scry for the antiquity from the journal or from the map. So I've used the scry button here on the map to unlock some locations where some various antiquities may be. So I could go look in these areas, these possible areas to go look. E to continue. Dig site there, dig site there, or dig site there. So that's places that I can go look for this Nord Scrimshaw pendant, which I use the scry ability to try to see. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get a better view of this. Don't know how many turns you get. Okay, so now I've seen all of the possible locations, but it looks like this is it, from what I can tell. And then I can mark it like that, and I can go check it out and see if I find it. Alright, so here are the items that you can get. You can get mythic items. These are one-piece bonus items. So you know how you have your monster helms, which are 2 pieces in order to get a bonus effect? These are mythic items, are 1-piece bonus items. So we have Bloodlord's Embrace, Malakat's Band of Brutality, Ring of the Wild Hunt, Snow Treaders, Torque of Tonal Constancy. Sorry about that pronunciation. Dressian Stranglers. And as you can see, some of these do require DLCs. Some of them don't. You have the Dwarven Ebon Wolf Mount. So this is a canine mount that is earnable in game. This mount is split into 17 fragments found throughout the base game and Western Skyrim. You need to collect all 17 pieces in order to form the mount. Antique map furnishings of nearly all zones of game. 3 new motifs: Ancestral Altmer, Ancestral Nord, Ancestral Orc. Cosmetic options: Companion's Coronet, Isgamor's Chosen Body Marking, Isgamor's Chosen Face Marking, Dwemer Crown Adornment, Dwemer Body Marking, Dwemer Face Marking. The Aldmeri Symphonium, a new music box furnishing. Oh my gosh. It requires Thieves Guild, but still, it's 3 fragments. That's a music box you can have without having to pay for crowns. Magicka Lance Siege Weapon, available in Fire, Ice, and Shock. A new emote, the Eleanor Alamand, which requires Somerset. Over 100 new sellable treasures. I was showing you that I had some of the items that I picked up were just treasures that you sell to a merchant. And over 50 new highly impressive furnishings for your home. There's a spoiler here. This kind of tells you in the PTS where to look for if you're looking for different stuff. So this is basically where they are, but you're still gonna need the lead in order to get started with scrying for their location once you're there. That's kind of the basics of this. I think if I do a collectibles, I mean, that is a lot of stuff, so I probably could not catalog a lot of those collectibles in one video. So there probably is going to be like ESO Fashion or one of those websites that does catalog them. We'll probably start coming up with pictures of the different things you can find. I think this is pretty exciting. This is your kind of thing. I'm a crafter. I love the houses. I love, you know, the fashion. I love all that fluffy stuff. So this is right up my alley. Gives me a reason to get out and explore. And anyway, that is the Antiquity System. That's it for now. Take care, everybody. Have fun. And I'll be looking more into the things here slowly and surely. I have had a little bit of issues getting kicked out, like I said earlier, so we'll see how it goes, but I'll be getting some content out to you soon enough. Take care and have a good day. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Oma Games. If you would like to see my live streams, please go to twitch.tv and follow Miss Oma. Take care, everybody, and I will see you next time.